Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? I hope everybody is doing good and uplifted. I hope everybody is fine. You are tuned in to Shoptalk Radio 2020, along with my host, Star Baby. My co-host is right there. Hey, Star.
Hey, Miss Joni.
Guys, we have something. We did a little twist here. For this show, we talk about everything, real life topics, real people, wisdom, all that good stuff to share with you guys. But today, Star, we're going to do something like a Q&A. I'm not sure what she have up her sleeve, but Star, what is this? What do you have up your sleeve?
Today, we have some Q&A relationship questions for our queen, Joni, because her wisdom is very valid and useful. The knowledge that she has can help you make some pretty good decisions. They can help you change yourself for the better and, value your life. So we love talking about relationships here on Shop Talk Radio. It's definitely one of my favorite topics. So we're going to get into our Q&A. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't know what's to come, but let's go.
Go. So my first question is, what was it about your significant other that made you think it could be long term? Or did you just let it flow?
Okay, what was it about my significant other that I saw long term? Okay, that's a good one. That's a great one because I'll start with letting it flow. No, I decided not to let it flow because I was a single woman at that moment, and I just wanted to be free. I didn't want to be in a relationship. So how we came about, how that started, and how I seen something long term, my eyes caught him, meaning I was interested in him. Not vice versa, because usually the man is interested in the woman and pursuing the woman, but I kind of seen something in this person and I actually pursued it, and took a long time. Usually don't take a long time, but took a long time because God was in it. So that's how I knew it was going to be long term, because the way that it came about, it took so long. It usually don't take long for me to, I'm a people's person. I get along with anybody. I can be in a relationship. It's nothing. You know what I mean? But this particular relationship, God was all over it.
Well, that goes into that. That was a beautiful answer, and it leads right into my next question, which says, how did you know he was the one?
Because he showed me. He showed me he was the one. He didn't tell me he was the one. You know what I'm saying? He actually literally went through the trenches with me to know that he's the one. And like I said, that took like maybe for me to really, for me to know that he was, God showed me. I had to see it. I'm like I say, vision. I'm a visionary. I'm a person who sees the answer before it comes, But in this instant, it was really, truly a true vision. I had to see him for who he was. I had to show him who he is. I had to be honest. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't not say the things that I know of this person. I had to be honest and share it so it helps him help me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's awesome. So, do you believe in gender roles, like men take out the trash, women cook and clean? Do you believe in those type of gender roles?
Not at all. Because I've seen my grandmother had her role, and my grandfather had a role.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they both put into the family. Yeah. Not just one did one and one did the other. You know what I'm saying? I believe that in order for a relationship to be solid and work, both parties got to put in.
Yeah.
There's no one person cook in the household and waiting on the person to get off 11 p.m. to cook the meal. You're not going to start the meal? Or if you see the garbage, no, for real, if you see the garbage need taken out, right? And because he's the man, am I going to let the garbage just sit there and overflow and not take it out?
I wish we could have did this late night session so I could be drinking my wine right now because it's getting juicy.
No, for real, no. But the gender role thing, I really believe in 50-50. Like, if you really wanted to work, especially in this day and time, in the last 20 years, you need both people. It's better to have two than to have one person just doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, some people might think, if you're a woman, you shouldn't take out the trash. There's nothing wrong with them thinking that, but I just think that it's not a big deal. If the trash is there ready to go out, I can simply throw it away. I just see it as a part of cleaning. Like, it's just a part of cleaning to me.
That's a normal, natural thing. Why does it have to be one, the man have to do it? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and play, right? That is his job. So I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I'll take a... No, he knows that's what he do because I don't want to be, messing with the garbage, So, but if it needs to be taken out, I get the garbage together around the house and get the garbage together and throw it in the, keep the garbage. So I make sure I do that. And then he do the next part, it's better.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So what would have been a deal breaker? When you are with this person, you're observing them, evaluating, if they could possibly be the one, your longtime person. What are some deal breakers, or what they call maybe red flags is the same? What would you think would have been a deal breaker?
What would have been a deal breaker? What would have been a deal breaker? Me seeing how this person stood by me in any situation. Cause see, I'm the type of person I am. I'm a fighter. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna sit down. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that type of woman. I'm there. And so just him standing up, just to see, would he stand up, or are you gonna sit like some men? We're gonna say some. And watch everything unfold, and then, so to see if he'll stand up guy. That would have been a deal breaker.
That's important. So do you think it matters who makes more money, the man or the woman?
Does it matter, the man or the woman? No, because it goes up and down. Life changes. You know what I'm saying? I may make more money. That person may make more money at the time. Life changes. You may lose your job. So no, I don't think.
I agree because I feel like the big picture, ideally, because most of the time, I live in an ideal world, the world that, we aspire to be in, how we want our life to be. It's not always that way, but that's what we aspire. I would think that regardless of who makes what, the money is going to be put together. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the sense where it's no longer just my and your money, it's our money. Because if I need something and I don't have it and he has it, he will give it to me, and vice versa. So,
exactly.
I don't think it matters.
No, it don't matter. I don't think so.
Let's see. Okay, so after 18 lovely years, congratulations. How do you keep the sex life spicy, or does it even matter? Or does it even matter after 18 years?
I gotta drink something because the whole Q&A is on me. The whole Q&A. Look how you look at the list.
Did you make some questions for me? You told me to make the questions.
I sure did. I sure did. But what keep it spicy?
Yeah,
what keep it spicy? You know what? If you're not bored with the person, if you're not bored with your mate, it's gonna be spicy. You're gonna be, interested in relations with your mate.
Yeah.
I'm saying that based off of my experience, because I can get bored and then I won't want, what I'm saying? It's like cut off. And that was something that I was dealing with that I didn't know I had a issue as far as when it comes to, sexual relations and stuff like that. Like wanting it more as the man or just as much as a man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I know
now, you get what I'm saying? So now that God is in it and God has put this veil around me in a sense that opened my mindset and my body and my whole soul into this relationship, I had to stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't be playing. I couldn't play with a man. If you got, like when I say a man, if you have a man, like a real man, like a solid man who is showing you everything, he ain't slacking nothing. I mean, he's human, yes, but he ain't slacking those things that a woman want in a man. And when you have that type of man, what you saying no for? Oh, why you not ready? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to not be ready for that type of man, I'll say.
Yep, I agree. I mean, because definitely over years, you still being interested in that person is going to be one of the most important things. And I think that kind of shows a lot too, when you, when you're with somebody 5, 10, plus years, and, you still want that person, like you wanted them from the beginning, that kind of spark, it might not be like that all the time, but in general, you still prefer that person over finding somebody new.
Right.
That says a lot. That definitely says a lot.
But what can happen though, if a woman, let me just say this, if a woman knows her worth and a woman wants more in that relationship. So before my relationship now, I was in a relationship for 5 years. It went to 5 years. And he could have possibly been my husband. He had all the qualities. But it was that one thing that he had to work on. You got to grow up. You got to grow up and you got to move out. You got to move away from mom. You got to be a man like fully on your own, stand on your own. So when that 5 years came up, I was asking questions like, where are we going from here? Okay, Everything was great. Sex was great. You could cook, work, money. I had to worry about nothing. You got all the qualities. But because sex was important to me, that wasn't what was most important. You see what I'm saying? So listen, after 5 years solid in a relationship, it was over. It was done. I say, if you cannot move me from my situation where I am in right now, my apartment, and I want it more. Let's move in the house. Let's move towards marriage. What are we doing? Yeah. And you can't answer that or take me nowhere. It's over. I'm sorry. Yeah. I crushed the soul, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, and when you said that makes me think about like my mom says that if a man is not ready to marry you after 2 years, you should move on. What you think about that?
I mean, for us women, I'm so sorry I'm eating, y'all. I just had cake and thinking I had a headache. But for a lot of women in our community, we do that. We get in these relationships with men. We give them our all as if we're married women.
Yeah.
We give them the sex. We feed them. We doing their laundry. We even taking care of their children that are stepchildren. We're doing it all as if we're married to them, and the man has not married you. So, to answer that question, in this time, 2023. No, I don't see, I don't know. I wouldn't even tell my daughters or someone that I know to be in this relationship with this person and it's not going, you know what I mean? Like, see where it's going. See what the potential is. If it's still where it was, you in 2-year mark, at least be engaged. At least see a future. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Geared towards marriage. I don't see like a lot of people are not being married. Men are not marrying. They are not marrying us.
Yeah. And what I noticed, just, I don't know, just where I am, and it just still seems to be like this. And I can't say it's absolute because I don't personally know a lot of married couples where I am. But that's the point. It just seems like for years, there hasn't been a lot of people my age that's married. So it's like, it's not a lot of people, it's not a lot of guys who have married friends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they all just single. Everybody just single.
Everybody's single. They're not tied to their woman. They're not marrying their women. They're not marrying us. They're not marrying us. And you know what? Some of it could be our fault because we're allowing it.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree. I definitely agree.
They're definitely not running to marry, you know, and that's a part of the our culture and our communities and our group of people that are stagnant because of that. Because I believe family and unity bring power.